Bo Dunn today. We're going to talk NBA. How's it going today, Bo?
Hey, it's going great, man. Ready to get to these winners.
Good, good. How we do yesterday? I saw your thigh ball hit in the second quarter, and your Curry hit as well. What else? What else did you have yesterday?
We cashed in with the parlay. We cashed in. We took Philly and Golden State, paired them up together. We
Nice.
also took. I think the only thing we dropped was that under in that Golden State game, but everything else came through. We had Matisse Thybulle over 2.5 blocks and steals. We also took Steph Curry over 3.5 threes. I told you guys, man, take it all the way up to 5.5. He is six. So that was
Yeah,
good. Yeah, so that was easy cash. I got another great some more prop today too, man. Put some money in people's pocket.
yeah. The only one I lost, I hit two. I hit the Philly covering the spread. That was easy against the Lakers, and that under was real easy. Yeah, I missed the under in the Golden State game. It just seemed like Golden State just outscored them in the second half. Minnesota fell asleep and crushed them 67-54 over in the second half.
Yeah,
So that,
for some reason, D'Angelo Russell didn't come back out in the second half.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was kind of let a Golden State come back and get that win and cover that spread.
Yeah, so I'm not sure of his status for tonight either.
Right.
So that's not a game I'm going to look at tonight. I'll start real quick and just give the people a few plays that I'm going to play. I've already made a video and posted a play with the over in the Detroit and Orlando game. It's I played it at 212.5 early this morning here in Vegas. It's moved all the way up to 216. I'd still maybe touch it, but I proceed with caution. The other thing I
Right.
did today was I did a money line parlay as well. I took the Hornets, little juicy, minus 300, and combined it with the Grizzlies at minus 170. It comes out to plus 112. So I'm still getting above even money. And I'm not real sure on the status of these three guys with the Lakers here. They're all questionable: Westbrook, LeBron, and AD. So I haven't got an update, but the last I saw, they're all questionable. That line's moved all the way up to 8.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
that's a
know.
that's a you know what I'm saying. You see that line move? That's an indicator that most likely either two of those guys gonna be out. I don't think all. You know what I'm saying? Either two, maybe
Well, it
all
hasn't
might.
moved up much. It was 7.5 first thing this morning out here in Vegas. The books open here at 7 a.m. Um,
Yeah. Even if they do play, with that need for LeBron, and they already have Anthony Davis on restrictions just coming back. So even if they do play, they're not gonna be 100%. So I don't see no way that Charlotte gonna lose this game.
oh, absolutely. I don't see them losing the game. And the
Yeah,
eight
now you know what I'm
points.
saying. Well, not how fast they play. You know what I'm saying. They're gonna play too fast, and with the Lakers been on that back to back, yeah, they're gonna be on tired legs. So I
Oh,
like I
absolutely.
like I like Charlotte. I just didn't want to lay them points.
Yeah, eight's a little juicy in the NBA, and the total set at 227. I question that a little bit. I know Charlotte. I would rather take a team total on Charlotte than take the over on the 227 because what did the Lakers score last night? 87. I don't forget, but they didn't get a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah. I know for the full season, Charlotte defense has been ranked towards the bottom, but here lately, man, they done kind of picked up the defense a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people have been taking notice of that. But
Yeah, they just play at that fast pace, though.
yeah, but they done picked it up on the defense side though. You know what I'm saying? It's I just been noticing that in the last week or so. So
Yeah,
that
and that's what it's going to take to really contend in the Eastern Conference. There's a lot of strong teams out there.
oh for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I really don't have nothing in this game. Uh, I was thinking about putting Charlotte in one of my money line parlays, but I decided not. You know what I'm saying? So just because I ain't
Yeah.
know the status, I ain't know the status of LeBron them.
Well, I
So
think the people could play it safe and do a Charlotte and Phoenix money line, and you would not get even. I would probably be minus 115 if I had to throw it out there. But Phoenix playing at home tonight against Minnesota, and they're on tired legs too. They
right,
just looked
right.
defeated in the second half there. I think
Now I
something.
did I did put in I got 3 team money line parlay. I put one in,
All right, let's hear
but
it. What do you got on that tonight? Three,
I
two.
took the Miami Heat. I paired them up with the Memphis Grizzlies, and I took the Milwaukee Bucks. That's the one I put in.
Okay.
It pays out plus money as well. I think it was like around about plus 130.
Yeah, the Heat's a big question mark for me tonight. Morris and Lowry are definitely out, and Jimmy Butler's questionable. So the Heat is definitely a big question mark for me.
Yeah, but the Heat, they bench is so deep. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So they can even, a lot of the time Jimmy Butler been out anyway for a lot of the season. So, but they still number one in the East. So it don't matter. When you got a team like that, you know what I'm saying, with that bench, what I'm saying, they're not gonna lose at the house.
No, they may not lose, but I want to give another one of my plays now that we brought this game up. I actually played the Clippers and took the 7 points. Clippers have been on this road trip and they're 3-2, beating teams like Philly, Washington, and Orlando. And they played Denver tough in the first night of that road trip. So
Right.
I think the Clippers are really business focused on this road trip and getting 7 points traveling down to South Florida. I'll take the 7 points. We'll see what
You
happens.
know, it,
Let's
it,
hope
it
we
don't
both
make it
can.
don't make you a little nervous that they don't on this road trip so long.
Oh, and they still got 2 or 3 more games to go on this road trip. It's a long road trip.
What made me kind of stir off of the Clippers is Marcus Morris is out. You know what I'm
Morris
saying?
is
That's
out
like,
and Kyle Lowry's out for sure. And Jimmy
yeah.
Butler's questionable about a half hour ago last I looked. Hey, let's hope we both hit it. Let's hope the Heat
No,
win by
I
four.
just I just took them on the money line. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Just I think they'll win, but I can see Clippers cover, man. They've been coming back. They had some pretty big comebacks in the last couple of games. I know they came back on Washington. I think they came back on Orlando too.
Yeah, they had to come
Yeah,
back.
they play hard, so I can see them keeping it close.
And they yeah, went into Denver and kept it close and lost 112-110, I believe.
Hmm.
It was a close game. I like having the 7 points in my pocket. Like you said yesterday, I'm winning as soon as the game starts. So we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
and I told you yesterday too that next man mentality. So when those star players are out, man, them bench players play hard.
Yeah, yeah,
They trying to get some minutes. So that's why a lot of times you see these teams with missing their key players. They still play hard, man. At the end of the day, all of them professionals, so they can ball.
yeah.
Yeah.
What else are you looking at tonight? What do you got? I got one more play to give at the end. What do you got for tonight?
Um, I'm rolling with the Hawks. I just took them straight up on the money line. I got them at minus 112.
Yeah,
Um,
I
it just
like.
been hot. It just been hot to house. You know what I'm saying? They won their last five straight up, and it gets a spread. Now I know that Boston they've been kind of cooking a little bit, but on the road, their last 8 games they're 2-6 straight up. Also 9-14 their last 23. So they are they're a little bit healthy. So they got Marcus Smart back. Uh, it's always kind of scary going against Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown when they all on the court together. So that kind of made me nervous, but
Yeah,
I'm just gonna fight them on the road, man. A lot of teams, so they play good at home, but that road and home dichotomy, man. Just when you see a disparity like that, you know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna rock with the hottest team at home right now with
yeah.
the
The Hawks,
Hawks.
the Hawks need to kick it up in gear right now if they're gonna try to make a run like they did last year. I'll tell you that they haven't looked the sharpest this year at all.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a numbers guy. You know what I'm saying. I trust numbers. That's like 85% of my capping. You know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
a lot of times, I'm real data driven. So I look at a lot of different stats and numbers like that. And everything I looked at today, it got the Hawks winning. It's a close one, but it got to win it by 5 points. And all my
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the lines went down to one, so seems like the public's jumping on Boston a little bit. I think it was 2.5 this morning, and we're down to one now.
yeah.
You definitely we got Gallinari and Hunter is questionable for the Hawks, so that wait and see how
Yeah,
that
it's
works.
gonna it's gonna
But
be a it's
I
gonna be
like
a
the
hard fought game. I'm not,
yeah.
when I got that news too that Hunter may be out, so that kind of made me a little nervous, but I'm already got the game locked in, so
Yeah, I
it's
like
already on. Can't
the.
change it.
What else you looking at today?
Yeah, man, I'm taking them Memphis Grizzlies, man. You
Laying
already know. You
4.
already know.
What is it? 4.5? How early did you get it?
It was at 4.5 when I got it, but now it's sitting at 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so some spots got it at 5, but I think the consensus number is 4. But yeah, man, as long as Rudy Gobert is out, I'm rocking with the Grizzlies. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fade the Utah Jazz until them guys get healthy. And
Yeah.
I got a nice prop in this game too. You know
Okay.
what
What
I'm
you
saying?
got?
I got Desmond Bain. I got him over 2.5 threes at plus 110.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason why Utah Jazz was so good last year, why they always been good with these guys, that they defend the perimeter and try to funnel people down to Rudy Gobert. You know what I'm saying? That's how they defense set up. But when he's out, you know what I'm saying, they can't do that.
Right.
I think what's that?
Well, and I haven't heard, but Mitchell's questionable too. There's a lot of guys tonight. It's got a big question marks by their names.
Right. So that defense going, especially around the perimeter. That's why I like Desmond Bain. He already shoot like 47% of his shots behind the 3-point strike, and he done got over three. He done got over 2.5 made threes, and I think it's like 27 out of his last 46 games. So that's like 57%. So you know what I'm saying. So if you wanna, you can even kind of take it up a little bit if you want better odds. So they got it on all these odds on FanDuel. So you can get it 3.5 at plus 225. If you want to get a little bit more better juice, you can get it over 4.5 at plus 560. So
Wow.
you know what I'm saying. So if you want to kind of break it down a little bit, you know what I'm saying, maybe put like uh 30% of a unit, on the first bet, 10% on the, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just break it up a little bit. But my main bet is over 2.5 at plus 110. But I think he'll probably get 5 tonight.
Yeah, I think so. With John Morant, they're going to focus a lot on him. The guards are, and it's going to lead for wide open shots a lot of times for Bane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they will catch this each right here, man. It's gone.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
The
this
other
money.
game, you got another game? I got another game.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, my last game. I'm gonna look at the under. Believe it or not, in the Houston Rockets game, Portland comes in to Houston, and the over under set at 234.5. I just think
Yeah,
that's extremely high. Um, Houston's got a few guys that are questionable. Some of their best players, Wood
yeah,
and Porter are questionable, and Portland doesn't play at that pace. I think Portland finds a way to slow it down. Um, so 234.5 just seems really high to me in this game. I see this game in the 210s, maybe 112, 106, something. I don't see 234.5 or two. Not
yeah. I mean, I agree with you on that one. I agree with everything I looked at. It got it going way under 234.
Yeah, there's a couple games that are kicked way high tonight. The
Yeah,
Lakers game, well, it's 227, and the Bulls at 232.5. That's another one. I'm not playing it, but you know me, I like them unders, and San
yeah,
Antonio doesn't play at that pace either.
yeah. I got a few more player props that I like for the night too. You
All
know,
right, let's hear them.
so when that in that Chicago game you just talking about, I got Devontae Murray. I got him over 36 points with points, rebounds, and assists. I like that one. Today is Pop's birthday. So you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be live in there, man. So he done went over this in his last 3 out of 4 games. So I think he'll get that tonight. I like that over 36 points, rebounds and assists. I also when that on the Chicago side, I like that boy Ayo, what's his name? The Suno. I can't say his name.
Here, I know who you're talking
Yeah, I'm
about.
butchering his name, but from Illinois, he been starting the rotation since all the other players been out. So I like him over 10.5 points. He done cashed that ticket in the last 7 games. So I think he'll still get some touches, even though Zach LaVine is in the game. I still see him getting over 10.5 points. And
Okay.
the last prop that I got for tonight is in that Milwaukee game, Milwaukee, New York. This is a good one right here too, man. I got Bobby Portis over. To get a double double at plus 185. And
Yeah.
he been getting a lot of minutes since Brook Lopez been out. He's Brook Lopez out tonight, so he been averaging 15 points, 11 rebounds. So I like that tonight too, man. Bobby Portis. If he had played at least 29 minutes or 30 minutes, it's gonna be easy cash, man. So you know what I'm saying? I like that one, man. Bobby Portis to get double double plus 185. All these odds is on FanDuel, by the way.
All right. Yeah, it sounds like a great play, especially great value, plus 185.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm trying to get that plus money. That plus money,
Where
man.
it's at. That is
Yeah.
where it's at.
Yeah. Also, man, I think that Milwaukee gonna jump out real fast on New York. You know, come off that loss. You know, they got some of their main players playing tonight. I think they'll get at least 60 points in that first half. So I took that team total over 58 in that first half of the game too. So
That's definitely something to look at. Yeah, that's about right for Milwaukee in the first half of a lot of games.
yeah, I think they're gonna jump out real quick, man. So
Yeah, I
I,
may even look at that and lay and maybe 4.5, 5 points in the first half as well.
mm,
For
yeah,
some
so
reason, it's a late start in Milwaukee, though. I think it's starting at 7 here, which is 9 Eastern or 9 Central, I think.
yeah, I think that's one of the last games on the slate tonight.
Yeah, it's the ESPN game. We're starting off with
Yeah, so it's a
Lakers.
doubleheader.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll get it though. I think they'll even cover the full game.
Yeah, I can see that. The Knicks just
Yeah,
haven't looked.
The Knicks offense just is dreadful right now. You know what I'm saying? If Julius Randle don't step that game up, RJ Barrett have been doing good. You know, he been kind of stepping up a little bit, but they just play too slow. You see what I'm saying? And if you're gonna play that slow, you gotta make them buckets. You see what I'm saying? You can't go down there and run the clock down and don't make buckets. You
Right.
know, yeah. So
Well, and that's the
I don't,
reason the total set at 216.
yeah.
The
I don't even think New York will make it to 100 points tonight. So that might be a look too. I don't think they'll make it over their team total. So that the under might be in play. You know what I'm saying? And the way I do overs and unders, if I like a favorite, I correlate that with the under. I know a lot of people do it different, but my philosophy in this is if you're gonna cover 9, you know what I'm saying, you got to be able to stop the other team from scoring.
right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So on the other side, if I think it's gonna be an over, I take the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? Just on the reversal. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna if it go over total, that means that underdog got to score.
Oh, definitely. I mean, including last night's game. If you would have played the team total under on the Lakers, Philly covered. They probably went over their team total,
See?
and the
See,
Lakers.
that's a
They,
great example right there.
right.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people do it the opposite. You know what I'm saying? They correlate favors with overs, and they correlate the underdog with unders. I'm different. I do it different.
And that's why it works for you. That's why you're
Yeah. You
successful.
know. Yeah, man.
You can't be on the side of the favorites or of
Right.
the public. Sometimes it's good to be on the side of the house, the casino. You know,
Yeah. You know, I
they put
just
these favorites so high because they know they're going to get stuck with the dog. And they know they're going to get stuck with the under.
right. You know, so they know. That's the thing about me. I try to think like a bookie think.
Well, you have to.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So yeah. So I always try to get into their mind and see what they need, what they want to happen, and I just kind of get my plays from there. That's one of the key things I look at.
Well, I think a perfect example tonight is the Bulls getting a point and a half. It's almost like the books are begging you to take the Bulls on the money line, take the point and a half. It
Yeah,
seems like that. It seems like a trap to me. You
it
know,
is. It is. You know what I'm
and
saying?
we all know
I
Bulls are the
actually
better team and all that,
right.
but there's other circumstances that, you know, even the best teams lose each night. There's going to be, I hear every day people say, "Oh, I would have won this parlay if this team would have won or this team." It's just going to happen. It's the nature of the NBA.
Right.
The best teams win 70% of the game, but they're not
Right.
winning
Right.
80, 90%, and they're
Yeah.
not covering anywhere near 70 or 80%. Most of these teams cover ratios around 55, 56, 70, or 60%.
Right. You have to get your mindset to where you take underdogs. You got to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
People,
And a lot of times, you can take them if you like an underdog, man, sprinkle something on the money line.
absolutely.
Because they do win.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's just some things that you gotta learn, you know what I'm saying, throughout the process of learning how to do this business. A lot of people just love betting the favorites, man, overs.
Right.
It's just what people do. And
Well,
people
that's
make
how
it.
I bet. I don't bet the favorites and the overs. What I do is if I do like a dog, let's say close game like tonight, Detroit, perfect example.
Right.
I don't need 3 points. Most of the time, 3 points isn't going to do me good. Why not just take the money line for plus money rather than the juice? I mean, the chances of it landing on 1 or 2 is the only way I win. 3 would tie, but I tell people that all the time. Why take a point and a half? Just throw it on the other side. Throw it on the money line. A point and a half is really not going to do you good most
Right.
90% of the time.
I mean, that's great advice.
You know.
That's great
Why
advice.
take a point and a half or 2 points? The only number that can help you is a 1 point win. And how often does that happen? I mean, it happens. It happens more in college than it does in the NBA. But
Right.
you know, I'd rather get on that
That's a
plus.
whole different story right there, college.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
Right.
day right there.
Right. Right.
But I'd rather have plus money than be laying the chalk. Even though it's ten
Of
percent.
course.
Still,
Of course.
I'm losing 25% if they win the game, or I'm losing 30%. I could be getting plus 120, plus 118, plus 125 by not taking that point or two
Right.
or three.
Right. And say a lot of people can't even understand what you just said.
Well, I know.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why, that's why we get up early in the morning and do this on the daily.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
try to
so
help
it's,
people out and help them understand.
right.
I've
Right,
been
man.
doing
You
this
know
a
what I'm
long
saying?
time.
And I love doing this. I love sharing my information. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people when I talk to people, like, hey man, how you cap the games and you blind? I tell them, man, it's just something that you can't put into, what I'm saying, like words or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just how I think. My mind, what I'm saying? If something happened when I went blind, it just rewired my mind different. You know what I'm saying? So my brain is my keyboard. You see what I'm saying? So when I hear stuff, it's locked in.
Yeah, your brain is your hard drive. You should be saying it's
Right. Yeah,
you
my hard drive. Yeah, that's what
know,
So
your
everything.
lips are your keyboard, but your brain is your hard drive. You're retaining everything, and that has to be extremely challenging. I really admire that you're able to do that. It's really amazing that you can do that.
Yeah, man. When you have a love and a passion for something, and you really want to get something done, hey man, it just become part of your DNA.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you're real good at it. I'll say
Yeah.
that. I've been keeping an eye on you for quite a while, and um, you're real good at it. You're good at what you do.
I just want to share it with people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So I want to give some props for some football games too. We can do that before we get up out of here for the night.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's hear them.
Uh, Kansas City Chiefs. I'm taking Patrick Mahomes over 289 passing yards. Now, I looked this up, man. This guy done played every playoff game at home. I think like 11 times, but we're just gonna focus on the eight that he. 6 out of 8 times he done went over this total. And in the first 2 games he done played this year in the playoffs, I think he put up like 380 on Pittsburgh, and he put about the same number on the Buffalo Bills. So I think this is easy cash. You know,
Are you
a lot of these props ain't been coming out. They started to just come out. So I jumped on this one immediately.
are you telling me that Patrick Mahomes has never played a playoff game
I
outside of
mean, the
Arrowhead besides the Super Bowl?
only times he played outside of Kansas City is in a Super Bowls.
Wow, that's interesting. I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. When I seen it, that tripped me out too. I was like,
I
whoa.
just I haven't thought about it that deep, but wow, that's interesting.
Hmm.
That's quite the advantage.
Every playoff game done been in Arrowhead for Patrick Mahomes.
And that's quite the advantage he has. So that number is what, 289? I saw it this morning. It was somewhere around there, 288, 289. So you got that.
Yeah, yeah, that's you know what I'm saying.
And
So
Burrow was set at 296 and a half. And I said, I'll think about it for a minute. But
yeah, man, like I say, Joe Barrow and them, they don't want to get in the shootout. They don't want to do that.
well, I think that's what a lot of people are predicting. A
You
lot
know
of
what I'm
people.
saying? Now they're gonna be forced to because they're gonna be playing from behind. So yeah, so it might come into play if they get behind. If they can keep it where it's like head and head, I think they'll try to be more conservative. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to keep going three and out or having quick drives because that's gonna put their defense back on the field. So if that happens, you know what I'm saying, that defense gonna get tired. So
Well, I think they're going to have to be prepared for a shootout in a sense. They're going to have to expect Kansas City to score on, most of their drives. So, like you mentioned before, they're going to take chances on fourth and short. Um, the best way to do it is slow down the offense though and keep your
right,
defense. So they're going to have to mix in some run. They're going to have
right,
to get Joe Mixon going because if their
yeah.
defense is on the field a lot, it's going to be bad news for the Bengals.
And I think they will put Joe Mixon in the mix too. It's in the passing game, so I like a prop with him too.
Okay, what do you got on that?
I got him going over 39 passing yards. Now
Okay,
he
Joe
done
Mixon, 39 yards receiving.
receiving.
Yep.
This at minus 120.
Okay.
Yeah, he done got over this number in this last 3 out of 4 games. I think in all those games he went over total like I think like 45 in one game, 43 in one game, and I think the other one was like 43 yards too. So I like that one.
Yeah.
If they have to get in a shootout, he and Kansas City what they do they play zone like a third of the game. So if they get into that zone, and especially if they up, they're gonna be throwing them the dump off pads to Joe Mixon. He will get some receiving yards. So I like that one too.
Well, and there's going to be extra attention on Chase there. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I see, if Burrow is getting rushed, he can dump it off and Mixon can scurry for 5 or 6 yards just to keep the drive going.
Mm-hmm.
I see that can happen. And all it takes
Yeah,
is one broken tackle.
you remember I told you the other day that Zach Taylor already said that he's gonna try to come up with different plays
Yeah.
to get the ball out quick.
Yeah. And all it's going to take is a missed tackle, let's say, and he scurries off for 16 yards. You're already halfway there,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that
Yeah,
happens,
I like that one.
more than enough. It happens all the time. A missed tackle and a guy gets an extra 8 to 10 yards out of a play.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And I got one more for Kansas City. Then
All right, let's hear it.
we're gonna jump to the Rams game. I got a couple there too. I got Byron Pringle. Now I think right now his receiving total is 25, and he done got all that in like the last 3 games. You know what I'm saying? He had 5 receptions in the last 3 games, 5 out of 7. He was targeted 7 times. He had 5 catches in the last 3 games. So they're gonna. I think because a lot of times they focus on Hill and Kelsey and them. So he's been quietly on the radar, and he done cashed over his receiving yards in the last 3 games. So I like Byron Pringle over his receiving yards. That's at minus 115.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
All
And
right.
you gotta kind of get in there and get them little nuggets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
I haven't
last,
I haven't locked in
I'm not
any
gonna.
props yet.
You ain't put in on yet.
Nah, I may put in a play or two, but I'm really locked in on that money line parlay I had mentioned to you.
Yeah, and we talked about that too, man. That line I'm up to 7.5.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It was minus 345 this morning, and the Rams trickle back down to minus 175. I saw it as high as 180.
yeah, we saw it. We saw that coming.
Well, it came down a little, so
Mm,
I think the money's coming in 50-50 on the San Francisco Rams game. I don't think the 3.5 is going to change. It's not going to go to 4. It's not going to come down to 3. I think it's stuck on the hook. It's 3.5, which
yeah,
is what the book's like. You know,
right.
the 7. The first game being 7 points. That you know puts a lot of pushes out there, and now that it's bumped to 7.5, you got a tough choice to make. Are you going to lay
Yeah,
the 7.5, or are you going to take the 7.5? Seven's a half point makes a big difference, especially in football on them key numbers. 3, 7, 10s. Those are the
man.
numbers they end in a lot.
I just think the Rams gonna get it, man. You know,
Yeah.
you know, you know.
Well, it's tough to beat a team 3 times in a season.
Yeah, and even like, man, things. Some things, like I say, you just can't put on stats, right? These guys watch the news. They see the talk. They hear the talk. How the team just gonna own them. You know what I'm saying? So just
Yeah.
that alone, man, I think that's gonna give them some motivation. You
Well,
know,
and this is Stafford's time to shine. He's got to, protect the ball, don't make bad passes. This is,
I don't
is
think I
one
think
time he can shine. He never had any opportunities in Detroit, so he's got to
yeah.
take this moment. And you don't have any moments you're really going to have.
And
He's
then they
one game
talking
away
about
from the
and
Super
then they
Bowl.
talking about like 65% of the crowd gonna be 49ers fans. All that kind of stuff like that. Getting it, you know what I'm saying? It'll fool you.
Yeah, I hear a lot about that out here. We're a couple hours away from LA, and they keep talking about that. And a lot of San Francisco fans out here in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They talking about people calling out of town using people's zip code from there just so they can get for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they
I
got a
mean,
strong fan base, and the
yeah,
lake
yeah,
and
they do. They do.
Rams. They're new to town, so their fan base isn't as strong. Kind of like the Raiders. We got Raider games here, and it's 50-50 split. When the
Right.
Bengals came to town, it was 50-50. There's just as many Bengal fans that flew in to come out here to Vegas, see the game, watch the Bengals. So that's how it is in LA. There's not a strong fan base. It's not like Pittsburgh or Green Bay or Dallas. None of these, you know,
That's
big
crazy.
fan bases.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Is
All
that
right,
all
man.
you got? You got something else in the Rams game? We're gonna wrap it up. We got about 5 more minutes till
All
tip off.
right. For the Rams and 49ers game, I like Debo Samuels over his receiving yards. I mean his rushing yards. Right now it's at 39. He done. I told you earlier. I think that Elijah Mitchell's still banged up a little bit, so I think they're gonna run him a little bit more in this game. He done got over this. I think like the last 4 out of 5 games, and he would have got it in the Green Bay game. I think he got the 36, but his knee got hurt. So, but he's well on to get over that total. So I like him over his rushing yard 39.
Yeah, he does a lot of them sweet plays. I think the Rams might be sniffing that out though.
Yeah, but I think he'll get it though. They're gonna
Okay.
have to. I mean, they're gonna have to target him a lot. You know what I'm saying? With Elijah Mitchell not being healthy all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that one. So I also like him over his over receiving yards. Longest receiving yard is 21 yards. So I like that too.
All right.
So you
Yeah, I
want to
might
go
look
on?
at
You want
something.
you want you want to recap the plays for NBA? Get on up out of here.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. I got in the NBA over in Detroit and Orlando. I got it at 212. It's went as high as 216. I'd proceed with caution, but I see this game in the 115 range, 112. I think they can still get over, but I got out a good number. I go early. And the other one I did was Charlotte moneyline parlay with Memphis, comes out to plus 112. Also took the Rockets game to stay under 234.5. and I took the Clippers going down to Miami, and I took the 7 points. Those are my 4 plays in this game tonight. What do you got, Bo?
All right, my plays for the night. I got the Atlanta Hawks at home on the money line. I also took the Memphis Grizzlies -4.5 and -110. I got a 3-team money line parlay. I got the Miami Heat, paired them up with the Milwaukee Bucks. I also put the Memphis Grizzlies on there as well. And my parlay, my player props are Desmond Bain over 3.5 threes. I mean, 2.5 threes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
At +110. I got Ayo Desumbo over 10.5 points at -110. And my last player prop of the day is Bobby Portis to get a double at +185.
Very
Shit,
good.
man. You know what I'm saying? That's cash these tickets, baby.
And we're both going to look at Milwaukee team total over 58, 59 in the first half.
Yeah, that's a casher. And
Yeah.
if you want to throw that full game under 216.5 or like that, I also like the next team total under. As long as it's under 100 points, I grab it.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bo, wrap it up. So,
all right, man. Hey, man, check out the YouTube channel, Bo Dunn Wins. I give out my daily best plays each and every day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it, man.
all right, good luck to you tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Johnny. See you tomorrow.
All right, good night.
All right.